Hi everybody, how are you? It's been a very warm week here in Prince Edward Island, and today it's less humid, so I'm out on the deck because there's a bit of a breeze, and I'm sure you can hear the crows, which is a little bit annoying, but I'll try to speak louder than they're cawing. I hope you had a good week and that your weekend is going well. And the book I would like to share with you today is one that I've been trying to borrow from the library for a really long time, and I finally got it. And it's such a wonderful book. I think I will probably purchase a copy for myself. It is called Eyes That Kiss in the Corners by Joanna Ho. And it looks like this. And it's a story about a little girl who notices that her eyes look different than her friends. And the illustrations are beautiful. They are. So it's a book that you don't want to just read through. You want to take time and look at the illustrations and how the pictures are explicitly describing the words. So it starts with, some people have eyes like sapphire lagoons, with lashes like lace trim on ball gowns, sweeping their cheeks as they twirl. Big eyes, long lashes. Not me. And here she is looking at some girls, and there she is waving hello. And she describes herself, her eyes. She says, I have eyes that kiss in the corners and glow like warm tea. My eyes are just like Mama's. Mama's eyes that kiss in the corners and glow like warm tea crinkle into crescent moons when she comes home from work. And she talks about how her mother's eyes look at the different times of the day when they're spending time together. And then she goes on to mention that my mom is my sun and my sky, and her eyes are just like her grandmother, the little girl's grandmothers. So here are the 3 generations spending time together, and she talks about how all of their eyes are very much the same, and how her grandmother's eyes don't work quite the way they used to, but she sees all the way into my heart and can even read my mind. Her eyes are filled with so many stories. I can fall inside them and swim until time stops. And here's the grandmother and her having tea, and the grandmother's telling her a story that she knows. And she goes on to talk about all the different things she does with her grandmother. And she says, my grandmother never ages, and her eyes are just like my little sister's, who she calls May May. And her eyes kiss in the corner and glow like warm tea, and they blink against the window until the main character gets home from school. And then they disappear beneath her 2-toothed smile. This is one of my favorite pictures of the whole book. The little sister, so happy to see her big sister come home at the end of the day. And then it talks about all the wonderful things that they do together. And she says, I hope my little sister looks at me like that forever, because when she looks at me in her way, I feel like I can fly. And she says that her eyes carry tales from the past and hope for the future. And it ends with, my eyes that kiss in the corners and glow like warm tea are a revolution. And just the detail in the illustrations really make it worthwhile looking at this book. And it talks about how her eyes are hers and her mother's and her grandmother's and her little sister's, and they are beautiful. So if you have a chance, check out this book in your library. It really is great. Eyes That Kiss in the Corners by Joanna Ho. And I hope you have a wonderful next week and that the rest of your weekend goes well. Bye-bye.